Morning, everybody. So it's Wednesday, I think. I think yesterday was Tuesday. Oh boy, 4th of February, and we're back. They're nearly all in, so this may be the last one for a while. I'll see. We might come up for Josh tomorrow. I think Josh will be in tomorrow sometime. And interesting stuff before I get into the pictures. Oh, well, no, I'll talk to Tracker when the Tracker's there, but I'm a bit late this morning. I forgot my computer was still in my bag. We didn't get back on the train yesterday from Paris until late last night. It was very good meeting. This is what these pictures are about. We're at Yacht Club de France, very historic building, premier yacht club in all of France, going back forever. Some amazing books in there, from Antarctic sailors and all sorts of things. Anyway, I had a great lunch, great meeting with a committee there, talking IRC stuff, and we swapped the Globe Yacht Club Burgee with the president of the Yacht Club de France, and we got the Yacht Club de France Burgee and so on. So that was cool, and that's all about IRC and the Ocean Globe race, our fully crewed race around the world. But anyway, news on that. On the other race later on. I put this up because there was a connection yesterday with Lewis. He's only 20 at the moment, but he's doing the GGR and he's using Michael Goog's old boat, Nuri. It was a Biscay 36, but it's fantastic. We're going to have a guy who will just have turned 21 only by days at the start of the next GGR. That's pretty cool. And this, I just grabbed photos, and I stopped the page again. And is Marco, worked with us for a lot on all the races and bits and pieces, but he had a skiing accident a bit over a year ago. Very nearly died, buggered up his back and his neck and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, he survived and he's back to normal and he's slowly getting back on track. But because I didn't have a picture of another guy, Cam, who was our youth crew sailing from UK to Cape Town in the OGR, and he just jumped. He did a crazy jump. He's only young. I think he's 26 or something. I forget now. Oops. And he jumped from a height into a puddle in the creek down below, 28 metres, and buggered up his back. He's laid up for 2 weeks. We all run an interesting time, fine line between disaster and reality. And then I grabbed this because it's a great shot. I like it. It's Etienne on number 2. He just launched his GGR boat a couple of days ago. Looking very cool. That's the purple boat, the GGR, Tradewind 35. And I just grabbed that. I'd saved it years ago. And I thought, how did that happen? It's an Optimist, and it's a young kid, and somehow he got flipped out of the boat. I'll let you all decide how that actually took place. And I'm quite certain it's not Photoshopped. But, yeah, anyway, I love Oppies. They just teach kids so much stuff. And this was the other one. This is a great shot of Jim in 21 in his boat, in his 580, which is still for sale. Bunch of boats still there for sale, but a bunch of them sold. I'll have to tidy that up when no one's really said what's official and what's not. But anyway, so that's that one. And I just grabbed that, the GGR Start 2018 Historic Times. There you go. All right, we're ready for the Tracker now. We've got 10,000 people there watching. Only a couple of boats left. So what I was going to say, we'll go on to the Tracker now. And this is the Tracker, and I'm on the Tracker. Look at that. Now, basically, everyone had a really quick run. There's St. Helena down the bottom right-hand corner, and there's Recife, top left-hand corner. And see how there's bugger all wind on the course? That's what it should have been. And yet, really, very rarely, and in fact, I don't think anyone really went under a 100-mile day. Most of the fleet was doing, the usual 110 to 130-mile days and more, sailing all the way across. So once again, we were pretty lucky in making fast times, which makes for a bigger holiday in Recife, which is kind of cool. They'll all be enjoying that, and everyone's really about to get there. I think Jazz will be in later today or even tonight, depending on what this breeze is doing, but it looks a bit light there. That's going to be a slow show if we call it right. 4.9 knots for Josh, 108-mile days. He's still got a bit of breeze. Jazz looks as if she's running out of breeze. 91, 3.8. Now it gets nasty because she's really wanting to get in, I reckon. When you're that close, only got 69 miles to go, 70 miles to go, and you're only doing 4 knots, 3.8 knots, and it's probably going to die a bit. We'll have a look at that. It's frustrating, but you can just about see the place by now. Ayrton 3.6 97-mile day, so that's pretty good as well. And Ayrton's only got 27 miles to go. So, what's that? Another 7-8 hours. Something was 28. Yeah, 7-8 hours. So Ayrton will be in the daylight. Probably midday, early afternoon, and Jazz is going to be just after dark, I reckon. And Josh has got 175 miles to go, so he's going to be not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night late. Josh will get in. So that's all cool. I think there's not a lot I can tell you there. So the weather in the next 24 hours, if I go boom, still light all the way. So they're not going to be going fast. It'll be a little bit less. Hang on, I'll just get this. Hello, I'm just doing a live. I'll call you back. I'll just in about 15 minutes. Okay, see ya. Yeah, bye bye. Bye bye. Hang on, got to get out of this now. Okay, so yeah, so that's about it there. Not a lot more to say. Going to be light, so I'll come back here and see if we've got any entrant reports. The last entrant reports coming now. I think there's one there. What's up? Okay, those entrant reports. We got 3. Yesterday, we did yesterday, coming 11:40. You wouldn't have seen that big one from Josh. So was that yesterday? No, that was yesterday. I read. Did I read? Is this the Immaculate? Yeah, we read Josh's poetic form of update yesterday. Sun Bear update Tuesday. 26 nautical miles from the finish. That would have, I can't remember whether I read it or not. It's a short one. 26 miles to the finish at 800, 0800. It's going to be a tedious day, I think, with very little wind. Anyway, he was happy to get in, that's for sure. Tracker, all is well. That was a big report. Okay, so that's all we've got there as well. Not a lot going on. And I don't know whether I need to come back tomorrow for Josh, but I will if there's anything happening. Failing that, we will get a bit of fun stuff up today. We were travelling and busy all day yesterday, so we didn't really get a lot happening, but we will. What else can I tell you? Not a lot. We're just organising trophies at the moment. Crazy, eh? Trophies for the finish. It's all going to be over soon. I'm gonna try and do an interview with each of the entrants in the next, over the next. I'll give them a week to settle down or something. But then after they've been there for about a week, we will get up a series. I'll slot in a time for them all, and it probably won't be on a set time. It'll be at random, but we'll come up with the live interviews when we get them, because they'll all be doing different things all over the place, and they'll just call me. I'll give them the link, and then we'll do it live straight up, and it'll just be a 6 or 7 minute grab on their feelings going forward. And then the other thing, there's a few things I'm going to get them to do. There'll be an update to the sailing instructions. They already have the sailing instructions for the next leg, going all the way to Antigua and the finish line and all those sorts of issues. But we're going to do some additions to that. One is that they're going to be required to call in on the Tracker Update days, so on a schedule. They'll be at sea. It's 2,500 miles, so they're going to be at sea for maybe 3 weeks, 2.5 for the front runners, maybe something like that. And so that'll give us 10. They'll all do at least 2 live call-ins when we're doing the tracker, because I'm sure there'll be a lot going on in their head and on the water going up, and interest will be building quite substantially. It was a pretty, I won't call it a boring run from St. Helena to Recife. They each had their own little challenges, but it wasn't super exciting either. So we don't have a lot to say about that, so we're not roaring out with a press release right now. We're going to do a departure press release, a few days before they leave, and then we'll pop out some regular press releases going into Antigua, because the world has to start watching. It's pretty amazing what's happened so far. Touch wood. It's going to be quite incredible when they actually finish in Antigua. So that's going to be kind of fun. So look forward to all that. Anyway, we've got a couple of comments here. Thanks, Roberto. No problem. Thanks for coming again. I'm watching as usual. Good on you, Elsa. So we will see you later on. Josh will be in shortly, and we'll do some interviews and catch up. So thanks for following. Thanks for liking and sharing, all that sort of stuff. And we'll see you again very soon. See you later. Boom, boom.